What is up, YT World? What is up, TT World? This your girl, La Kiki, Miss D. C. That is, and I'm home. Your girl is home. I'm making dinner and everything, but I want to talk about this episode 35 because, of course, the stuff that we never ask for, but they must always deliver right on time, you know? I mean, post office. I mean, I don't even know about post office, though. Whatever on-time delivery for you. At this point, I believe it's probably Shein or Fashion Nova. Because it sure ain't our regular mail carrier delivery people. But anyway, this episode 35 was filler like what I always say. Like, we already, did they drag out this whole episode knowing that we already knew that this fool Keanu was going to put up Keanu and Ava? I mean, as much as real fans that watch the live feeds, I'm not talking about real casual fans, I'm talking about real live feeders, watchers, watch people in their sleep and everything. Wake up in the morning with the phone in their hand, in a conversation all night until they drift off to sleep and wake up and still be in the same conversation with the people that you just drifted off to sleep, and like, dang, they still in the same spot. I feel like I slept like at least 4 hours. And they still talk about the same dumb thing. Like, I'm talking about them feeders, us, these people, me, I, her. You see me right here. Anyway, we saw already before this episode even began of whoever wins HOH, what it was going to be, the nominations, as we watched, like I said, the live feeds. So when they did this treacherous trial, before that, I wanted to say, why do we go over Lauren's eviction? She was not nobody to call home about. Not the shiniest spoon in the in the drawer, as you can see. You know, wheels on a bus don't go round and round. She might go down. She was all that, and not in a good way. So why are we spending the whole first 2-3 minutes of us going over her eviction? But as soon as we went over Mickey, it went by like, you saw my hand? Exactly. You ain't see. That's how quickly Mickey's recap eviction went, and they moved scurrily on to the next subject. And we dragged out 2 to 3 minutes on Lauren Drive. Literally, still coddling her feelings, letting her parents see an extra piece of an episode of her, since she hasn't been really shown all through the season until the last weeks of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Well, Lauren, would you, not this Julie talking. What would you do differently if you was? I don't know. Do you know why you're evicted? I don't know. I don't know. Bye bye. Nobody is thinking about that. And another one who's acting like a baby version of her. They talk about some Ashley acting like a baby version of Rachel. Well, at least that's game, because the other person acting like a baby version of Lauren is Ava, with her, you know, frankly, I don't give up. Now get out my house, Ava, Pearl. Get out. You need to get out. I'm sorry. I'm tired of her too. She making all these bigger than life statements on the show, but in the house, she just literally sleeping all day. I'm like, well, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Like, literally, girl, you're not doing nothing at all, but you over here talking big from the phone home, girl. You know what I was saying all season long. You talking big from the phone home, girl. Baby Boy, if you don't know, get some know of Baby Boy, Snoop Dogg, and Tyrese. Sound big from the phone home, boy. Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. This treacherous trial thing, it was basically, they might as well had did the Dyer Fest and put them all in the backyard and did a double in-house outside eviction. I mean, that would have been the freaking month of mayhem for the mastermind to do a month of mayhem. Like, we're gonna split y'all up and take away your judge's alliance, even though I don't know why Morgan keep thinking this alliance is alive. Girl, the alliance is not alive. This is not an alliance. This is not an alliance. Morgan, this is not an alliance. Please, can you start with that? Please, please, please start with that. Morgan, you're a little too comfortable, but I guess you know you are comfortable because Vinny won the month of mayhem first game, I believe, because it was the month of mayhem. Wasn't it after Rachel's eviction? Sorry, not eviction, elimination. That was the month of mayhem. I felt like the mayhem was her eliminate Anene. But yeah, so Vinny survived this first treacherous trial. Ava, literally after, I think she did like about 44 minutes or something. I mean, not 44 minutes. I think it was something seconds. 11 minutes and 44 seconds. It was something small. But they literally, it was the Dire Fest. It was the Dire Fest, basically. Game where Leah won, and her and Cam was going like about 10 hours, like a couple hours. And then that's when I guess they did the last couple minutes, 30 minutes or something of the competition. And she was like, okay, let's put a leg up or something, because we're going to be out here for 24 hours if we keep. So let's just put a leg up and whoever the best one win or whatever. And then it was Leah. Cam, you stupid. I would have never had that come down to me just conceding to putting a leg up. I'm sorry. Girl, you got to go. So that was a dumb plan on him, but he wanted to be saving face, always doing what the girls want to do, and that could have been your actual comp to win, Cam. That was a stupid move on you. Leah just had to go. Stupid. And you put your allies at risk. That's why Chelsea was like, you're dumb, eh? But anyway, that's why I'm taking your stupid A to the final two. Literally, that's what she wanted to do at first. But they took you out before that can happen, Mackenzie. Literally, it was that. It was this game. And I drag all that out to say it was boring as hell. We already knew where Vince was going. Keanu kept, like, he's still delusional as hell. Still think that Vince want anything to do with you. My guy, how many times somebody got to do you wrong? You just said 3 times, like 3 weeks ago, that he already had done you wrong 3 times. You're not going to do it for the 4th time to me when you end up being HOH. And then he did it to you again. And again. And again. And again. And you still don't get it. This is our time to bro down, get to know you. Since Morgan spent 20 hours of the day with him, or 23 hours of the day with him, I need to jump in line, skip the line, because 20 hours of the day, all they do is argue with each other. You got that all right, but he ain't lied about that. All they do is argue. But can't you see that that's his girl, and he wants you to really leave the room because they love that little tension. They love that tension, just so they can make up and all that and be back on the same page and still do you wrong again, Keanu. Like, come on. Think, little tink, think. Ashley's the only one thinking this household. Ava is still thinking she's hoard. You're not. Sorry, not. And Morgan keeps being delusional just like Keanu and thinking that the judges actually means anything to Rachel and Will. Oh, Will would be so proud of us. And me going to the end and them voting for me, the judge. And Ashley's like, okay. That's what Ashley do when she like, right here, right? And you just saying that, as long as one of the judges go to the end, and, when I make final 2, when I bring me and Vince, he's going to automatically vote for, me. Because, I'm one of the daughters. No, you're not. That's why Ava and Ashley, they made a Will's daughters final 2 after making a final 3 with Keanu. It was like a laughter final 3 forever. Like, he was like, you want to play some chess? You want me to teach you some chess? And Ava like, yeah, I need Ashley for final 2. So we just got to win this thing. But come on, y'all. Win something. I just need you to win something. Your game speaks for itself, Ashley. You know how to explain yourself. You's a lawyer. filler episode.